What's going on? How you guys doing? TK coming at you. Just want to hit you guys with some more economic empowerment. You know what? I put my heart and soul into these videos, and a lot of passion goes into education and financial literacy because it's the mindset that we have to change within poor people's psyche in order to create a different focus. What you focus on a majority of the time is a majority of what you're going to get. So we have to empower the community by making the community focus on empowerment economics. There's a difference between general economics and empowerment economics. Now, when you talk about actual finances that go towards empowering your house, you have to talk about, at least within the 21st century, you have to talk about gold, you have to talk about silver, and you have to talk about Bitcoin, because those are tangible assets that go up in value. Now, that's not something that you seem to be able to convey to people. You know, the greatest lie ever told was that paper money has value and that you should chase it. Because all of these people chase paper money like it's God, when it's the false God with no power, no purchasing power. I mean, you're losing constantly. Savers are losers. You know, you get bent over by inflation. You never keep up with taxation. And the dollar actually loses purchasing power the longer you keep it. So why would you keep your money in paper? I keep seeing people talk about how rich they are, but if you're rich in paper, you're not really rich. You're actually holding a promise note, and what happens if they remove the promise? Here's something that's taking place in the economic world that people won't or fail to realize. The world has shifted economically to a digital dollar. 9 out of every $10 are digital, which means it's a 1 or a 0, a binary code that exists within a computer. So the world is going away from cash, and probably soon will ban cash, because they want to be able to control excuse me, the people in power want more power. Power is a absolute corrupt situation that makes you focus on self. And your ability to propagate self means that you want more power. And the people in power basically are saying, if we have all money that's digital, we can press a button that says delete. Or we can press a button that says you can have more. So physical paper money is going away. It's actually becoming illegal in most cases, and soon we'll be in a digital world. So the alternative to digital money is encrypted person-to-person money that's decentralized in nature and not from a control authority or a central banking authority. The real issue is financial literacy within the public. People don't understand that money is debt. And the biggest thing is that every fractional reserve dollar is born out of debt. Your money that you covet so much isn't worth anything. It's born in debt, and it's constantly devalued through overprinting. If you haven't taken the time to see Mike Maloney's video on the process of printing money, then you need to take the time to watch those videos, because of the fact that it explains to you the printing process. It explains to you how debt dollars are born into existence through fractional reserve banking. So 9 out of, or I should say, sometimes there's no limit. You think about $9 being created for $10, For every $1, I should say, there's $9 created. But there's really no limit within the fractional reserve banking system in terms of how many times a dollar can be leveraged to create more dollars. So not only does it work against you, it is counterproductive to keep your assets in paper. So the only thing I can encourage you guys to do is to get out of paper. Totally get out of that system of monetary exchange. And when you get out of that system, then you'll find yourself winning economically within a new social system of less control, because gold, silver, and Bitcoin are things that are not issued, owned, or managed by the central bank. So it makes sense to empower your own household, become the bank, and literally get involved in tangible assets. Now, I guarantee this: if you don't get involved in tangible assets, you're going to find that your paper money will keep depreciating. You're going to find that cash will eventually go away. And then you're going to find yourself in a situation where digital money can be totally controlled by the central bank. And if you don't concede to the carrot strings that they issue, you're going to find yourself not winning. So there'll be more bread lines, there'll be more poverty, and there'll definitely be more people who are not in a position that they consider themselves successful. So I don't know how to convey that concept. All I can do is express it and hope that somebody out there who watches this video takes action and begins to, make some different decisions. Now, I do have systems that I use. I have 7 different companies, 3 for gold, 3 for cryptocurrency, 1 for daily compounding, 3 for mining. So I use systems and I plug my money into tangible assets. So my hope is that one day somebody contacts me and says, hey, let me plug into the same companies you use. And then we can build a network. And then we can propagate success in assets by standing on the network that we build. I wish you guys all the best of luck, especially if you choose not to get out of paper. And, the world has changed. And the people who pay attention to the distractions will be victimized by all of the changes that are taking place. And that's the main thing I want to convey to you guys, is that your focus has to be on power economics. You have to become your own bank and strengthen your own household finances, because that's what's most important. And my hope through these videos is that someone begins to think about some of the things I say and then eventually take action with converting out of paper money.